Well, my dogs are dead. That's a fact. But on the bright side, we have a great episode planned for you today. Welcome back to the Man Cave SMP. I'm JTA, your host, your man, your Doctor Doom legend. And starting off this episode, we're going to have a lot of fun by tearing down what was one of the first builds on the server. Oh, that scared me. The mob farm. Lucid built this starting off in the server. And now that we have some more dedicated farms set up, I think it's time that we tear this guy down and kind of clear the skyway, because it is a little bit of an eyesore as we're trying to build an ambiance and spawn city. Having a floating mob farm this close, it's just not worth it anymore. But it served its purpose. It got us off the ground as the early days of this server were going, and we have now a better creeper farm over there, and there's some other more designated important farms in other areas, so we don't really need this one anymore, which is good. That's what we're here for, building and rebuilding and shaping the world how we need to. So I'm going to go ahead and take this down, and then I'm also going to take down the sugarcane farm we built way back in episode 2 or 3, maybe even first episode. We're going to take this one down, and we might relocate it somewhere else. If not, I know Boyo has a sugarcane farm, or I might place a small one by my other 2 green farms down there. So we'll see how that goes. So I will be back taking these down. And when I come back, these will be gone, and you will not hear skeletons dying and zombies dying next to me. So yeah, be right back. As you can see, the mob farm is now gone. Just time to take down the sugarcane farm, and we will have a clear skyline. A few blocks later, and it is gone. Looking nice and clean, and I feel like we have so much more room now to be able to build this seaside village. And that's actually what we're going to get into probably a little bit later this episode, because we want to get at least a house started in here to go along with the one that Boyo started over there. And speaking of Boyo, in case you didn't know, he has started his own YouTube channel as well, also doing some Minecraft Let's Play on this server. So I'll leave a link in the description below. Shout out to Boyo. Very excited to have another YouTuber joining the ranks here. He says he was inspired by me, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, link in the description. Check out his first episode. It's out right now. He gives you a little walkthrough of his base and kind of talks about the plans for this series for him. So yeah, we're gonna get into that seaside village house, and maybe in a little bit. But first, I was checking out my base over here, and we have some mail. So let's go check that out and see what it's all about. Here it is. I was flying over to my house earlier, and I noticed this was seemed a little out of place. So checked in here, and what do we find? A book and a spyglass. It says JTA spyglass. Perfect. Now I can see all the details of this tree. Love it. And First Mate by Lee Ann. Let's take a look. It says, to my first mate, JTA, your cabin has been made ready on the Jimmy, which is her airship that was named by Shin. So please feel free to explore your accommodations, Captain Lee Ann. Well, let's go check it out then. We gotta go see our new cabin. As we're pulling up here, let's get this. Oh, the airship is in view, and dang. Okay, it looks a lot like Tango's that he's building on the Hermitcraft server this season, and I'm loving it. Wow. Okay, let's walk the plank to this ship like we should be. That is magnificent. Love the copper, the blues and greens. That's such a good pairing of blocks. It's honestly amazing. Okay, so designed by, okay, so Leanne informed me of this. It was designed by the Enigma Man. So shout out the Enigma Man. If I find your YouTube channel, I'll put that in the link in the description as well. But look at this thing. This is beautiful looking. A little captain's ship, or a steering wheel. The main propeller. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's go down here. What we got back here? Captain Leanne's cabin. Oh, nice. Very nice. Nice and comfy. A good map of the ship. Oh, that looks really cool. Compass, of course. And then let's go down here. This is sick. I like the use of anvils. First mate JTA's cabin. Let's go. Oh, wow. She even fully decorated it. Oh. So, yeah. Another fun story. Leanne's working on a project, and she sent a message to everyone in the group and said, first one to guess what this is gets a free diamond. And I was the first one to guess it. And I'm not going to spoil what it is, but it is big. So, really excited to see that. And I got a free diamond. Nice. Maybe I'll live in here from now on. Scrap the desert house that I have going on for my starter base. We're going to live in here. Yeah. I think this is really sweet. I'm happy to be a part of it and be the first mate. This is sick. It'd be cool if we could fly it. I know we can't do that, but look at this. So cool. Really nice job, Leanne. I appreciate you building this and giving me some room in here to hang out. Now that I've been in the mood for kind of clearing out the old, I think it's finally time we do it. I think we got to take down this chicken head little cooker farm thing here. It served us well, but yeah, it kind of just feels out of place. It's not really in a good location. Maybe we'll just take it down forever. I don't think anyone's hurting for food at this point, and it's not like I'm selling anything from it. So it's time to see it go. We had some great memories here. Burning baby chickens. And to commemorate our fallen chicken head, we're going to build a little statue to honor it and showcase what was and what could always be if we didn't tear it down. On to some more uplifting news, though. We are 90% complete, I believe, with the horse stables. As you can see in the background here, I did something. I did a lot of somethings. We have almost everything done. We got some stands in place to watch the race. We have the middle section starting on flowers, and we're going to get more to that in a little bit. But as you can see in the background, we have these beautiful copper horse statues that really, in my opinion, tie the whole thing together. And all that's really left to do in this project, and I know I've been saying this every episode since I started it, is I want to terraform back here a little better, get some like nice mountains or hills maybe. As you can see, there's an opening right there in the fence. That's going to lead back to like a little stable starting area for the horses to hang out in, and then you bring them out here, and then there's the starting line, and then you go around. Of course, we got to finish the mid section here, and I'm just planning to do flowers. I'm not going to do anything crazy or special in that. And then to wrap up the building portion of this, I'm going to put that fountain here right in the middle. So I have some materials I brought over from the house area. And most of the loose materials here is for that. And I'm going to get started on building this fountain. And with that, the major like builds will be done. I just got to finish the flower decoration, the stable, and the hills. We're almost there, and this project will be over. Very excited, super happy with how it's turning out, and I can't wait to show you guys this fountain as soon as I'm done. Putting on the finishing touches here for this beautiful little fountain that I'm building right here. Just doing some glass work to try to round it all out and have a little bit more controlled water, so that way it doesn't look like just a bucket size, block size water stream falling down here. And I think that's something that Minecraft or Mojang could maybe look into updating in the future, is their water mechanics, right? Is ever since water's been in the game, it really hasn't changed much. So if we could get that, maybe pipes and half slabs of water and stuff like that, I think that'd be a really cool addition to the game. So we'll do 2 on each side here, 2 blues. I'm gonna need to make a few more things of water or glass. I'll get 2 there. Yep. This. But yeah, I think that'd be a really cool update. It's kind of I know I used to play a mod pack back in the day where you could have like conduits and tanks for liquids, and I think that'd be really cool to have in vanilla Minecraft. Also, I gotta make this not running water because it's driving me crazy. One thing I am also considering doing with this well, let me keep filling it up a little bit though. One thing I am considering doing is making it a wishing well. I think if I hook up some redstone and some hoppers, I think we can make this into something that actually works. Oh, perfect. The rushing water noise is done. And I think I can do cyan all the way down. I think I have... Oh, I think I used all my light blue. Do I have... I don't. I might go back and get some light blue if this doesn't look the greatest. We'll see. Let's jump in the water. I mean, it looks fine, actually. Not bad at all. Bang! I think that looks really cool. A nice centerpiece waterfall or fountain design to kind of round it off in here. Might add something in between here. I don't know if I should go back to a dirt path. No, I think it needs to be something different. I just don't know what that different is. But we'll figure that out. That'll be some of the there's going to be small details that I'm constantly improving on in the future. Build's never really finished if you keep going back and tweaking things. But I think this is a good starting point for the fountain. And like I said, it might come back in the future, add some redstone to make it a wishing well sort of thing. You throw a diamond or a piece of gold into the water, and maybe you get a note or a letter that says like, "Oh, all your wishes come true," or something like that. And then we'll get a different floor in the middle here, maybe with like slabs to go up or stairs to go up. Oh, we got a PT in the game. Nice. Something like that, so you can throw it in easy. I think that'll look really cool. So yeah, we are going to leave it. No, we're not. Now that I've started this, gotta see it through. We'll do... What, there's 3, 6, 7, 8. Yep, perfect. And like that, we are officially complete with the water fountain. As I alluded to earlier, one of the things that we need to get moving on for the racetrack is the flower situation that goes in the middle. And I thought this would be a good time to get kind of 2 birds, 1 stone, in that I'll make a flower farm, which will help me, in builds in the future, of course. I could sell them or give them to the person running the flower shop. And also, it'll give us a purpose for building a house over here in the seaside village. So what I've gone ahead and done is I have dug out this hole. It's not officially done yet, but it's getting there. And we're going to put the flower farm underneath the ground and then have a way up like a ladder or a set of stairs going up into a building above for the villagers to, this is like his job is he's the flower guy. So I'm gonna get started here, and we're gonna actually build on camera, and it's gonna kind of be a learning curve because I don't fully know what I'm doing. From what I've seen is you have some sort of pistons moving blocks of dirt back and forth like so. Let me just throw some down. And this flower farm does not have to be huge by any means. We could even make it this big in general. Actually, let me go back one more just to make it symmetrical. There we go. And I'll light it up so it's easier to see. Good enough. Okay. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay, so from what I understand, we'll have 6 in. Is you'll have pistons pushing back and then forth and back and forth and back and forth. And then in the middle here, I guess this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, we'll count this as the middle. You have a dispenser facing upwards. Like so. That's not a dispenser. I think that's facing up. And then this is going to be where you put the bone meal. And yeah, like I said, it doesn't need to be a huge, like super efficient flower farm. It just needs to be able to get the job done. Now this is where redstone comes in. And I like to think of myself as decent at redstone. Now, is that a true statement? I don't know. So we're going to try it out and find out here, live and direct. So something I've always thought about, and we'll kind of place it back in this corner, is the etho hopper clock. We'll use that to start this machine and have it going. And it's an easy way to turn off if we need to, because we don't need this running full time, especially once we're out of bone meal. So in order to do that, and forgive me if I get it wrong, we're going to need hoppers facing each other. Right? Hoppers facing into each other. This will be what goes back and forth. Then we'll have the, yeah. We'll have this being pushed back and forth by sticky pistons. We don't need sticky pistons. We can use normal pistons, right? Okay, I do need them to be sticky pistons. So what we're going to do is we're going to, and it's nighttime. We're going to get a couple slime balls, come back, get these in the sticky pistons, and we will be right back. And we're good now. Let's make sure that this works. Shouldn't be too long right now. And like I said, I didn't need this farm to be the most efficient thing in the world, the best timed, all that fun stuff. Just needed it to work. So let's see. Yeah, okay, perfect. So then when this comes over here, we'll send a signal to this block, which will bone meal. Now, at the same time as it bone meals, we also need some signals going to these 3 pistons. And then the 3 pistons on this side as well. So let me carve this out a little bit just so we can get it ready to go. And I actually think what would be best. Now, what I also would like to say is this is not going to be a fully automatic farm. I'm going to come in, I'm going to stand on top of here and get all of the flowers myself. Like I'm going to manually harvest them. But what I didn't want to do is stand here and I have to. Now that I'm thinking about it, we don't need this. This would be timer if I leave and come back. What I could do instead. This is why I like to show this stuff. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show my thought process. in real life, I have a pretty technically technically savvy job, and it's not obviously a one-to-one replica of Minecraft redstone logic, but I like to think of myself as being capable of doing it. That being said, maybe I'm not the greatest at this just because it's a little bit, it's different. It's hard to get your head wrapped around the, game mechanics. Like a piston is, a unique item, and there's certain things that you can use in place of other things. And that's the beauty of this game. You can do it one way or the other, and it doesn't really matter. Me being more efficient-minded, I want to try to make this the best I can with how I know how. You know what I mean? So we're going to try that. We're going to go up here, and what I am looking for now are two... what are they called? What are they called? They are called observers. I did it before I looked, so it counts. I needed some observers. What I was going to say as a new idea for how this could be implemented is we have a lever. I know I have a lever somewhere. We have... We'll do it over here since I have this more carved out. And of course, we'll make this look and feel good once we know exactly how it's set up, and then we can connect it into the house that goes above eventually. Perfect. Okay. What I was going to say instead is we do an observer pulse thing right here. So we're going to leave that like this. And we're going to then put the sticky piston that we needed here. See how that's outputting a bunch of pulses, and then we'll have this going to there. Awesome. I would also like to share with you all, at the moment, my dog is laying on my lap. So if I'm a little fat-fingered and fumbling around a little bit, it's because she's laying on me, and that's fine, but it's a little tough to work around. And then we're going to take these and put them back here, and this is the on switch. All right, sweet. Now, back into the actual farm. What we need to do, and I need to be able to figure out, is push, 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 push. Or we're going to try straight up first. We're going to do some iterations here. So we're just going to run the redstone, see what happens. Now, what I'm expecting is this to go back and forth really fast. Boom, 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 and then it's going to crash out. And that's not what we want. But we're going to test it and see how it goes. All right, never mind. We're good. I'm going to take it as a dub and say that this is what we want. I guess the next test would be to go grab some bone meal and see if it actually works. Now, what this is going to also cause, and it's a little bit of concern, is I'm going to run out of bone meal really fast. I might need to make a moss farm. So this is, that's the beauty of Minecraft. One thing leads to the other, leads to the other. And next thing you know, you have a moss farm, a flower farm. You have a redstone tutorial here for those who need it. And it's not what you were expecting at all, but it's what you got. What I'm also curious about is, does it need to be grass? Let's test. Okay. And just like that, we're done with the test. Final test of the new flower farm. Take 3. Oh, and I'm an idiot. Final test of the flower farm. Take 3.5. Love it. With that, I'm gonna have to wrap up the episode here. This was a big one in terms of I got a lot done, but the progress wasn't readily easily to see. There was a lot of tearing down, finishing up some things between episodes over at that race course, and we are gearing up though to be ready and set to start our season 2 mega base coming up after episode 10. So yeah, episode 10 is going to be the finale season 1. I have some great things planned out for you, and if you're enjoying the series so far, make sure to like, leave a comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family. I appreciate all the support so far, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye bye.